Welcome back. 4 remained, but who reigned supreme? Ray, Hayley, Beth and Sam all faced the high wire last night, and the only way was down for one of our skating stars. Jeff Brazier is here with his take on all the high drama. Let's start with Ray, actually, because he really struggled, because he hated it.
I hated the flying. I mean, it was enough of a shock that it was in the bottom two, but obviously the fact that we found something that he couldn't do and that he wasn't incredible at. Saying that, as much as the VT before his performance suggested that he was finding it very difficult, his performance wasn't bad. I mean, Ray struggling is still outstanding for everybody else. I found it very difficult to tell the difference between when his feet were on the ground, on the ice, and when they weren't. It was very good, but it was interesting to see him out of his comfort zone and then to obviously land in the bottom two.
First time ever for him to be in a skate-off.
So it does suggest that obviously Beth and Hayley are getting superior votes to the boys, and that's why they were in the bottom two, as we suspected and talked about last week. So, but we should just quickly have a look at Ray's flying dance, just to kind of see what it was that he was struggling with, or how badly he was.
Ooh.
His skate later on was amazing.
Yeah,
it was
made
incredible.
up for it.
I didn't like that music as well. You know, and sometimes you think the routines, the music's always wonderful, but that in itself, I wonder whether that was hard to actually skate to, especially with a flying routine. Yeah, I don't know whether it's a song that you recognise from your past, but it's certainly not one.
Well, it's a very old song.
Yeah,
but you're caught between the moon and New York
City.
Good.
I didn't catch the lyrics.
Oh, he's wasted on you.
Well, if it's all about the moon, then...
And then he went past one of the lights, and as he went past the moon in New York City, he was just like a Peter Pan going across the light.
Did it flicker off of his sequin shirt?
Should we talk about Hayley? What a night she had last night.
Of course, well, Hayley completely owned it last night. She really stepped up at the right time to ensure a very well-deserved place in the final. You know, with the harnesses, Phil, I wanted to ask you, you've been there, who's controlling those harnesses? Because it was
Phil
so
and Christine.
Is it you?
We do it, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Christine does some of it and I do some of the others. No, it's computerised.
Incredible.
It's all computerised. All the moves are programmed into...
So if you miss it, if you were to fall, would you just suddenly get lifted up in the air? Because it's all...
I assume so. Looking at Sam. Sam can explain it in just a second. He's going to come over in a second. You can explain how it works, Sam. But it's computerised, isn't it? Yeah.
Performance of the decade, people calling this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, performance-wise, she made that look so effortless and easy. But those somersaults that she was doing, I can imagine that's probably one of the most difficult things she's ever had to do.
What about Beth splitting the judges and Christopher Dean? This is the first time I have ever heard, I think, Christopher Dean saying, I don't agree with the judges. We've got what he said.
Let's take a look, yeah.
That's not right. No, still not right. OK.
So he really stuck up for Beth. He said that she deserved a 10 in the flying performance, she deserved a 10, and that he disagreed with the judges' comments and the judges' scores that put her in a predicament.
I think we've got it now.
Technically, that was the hardest routine tonight. That flowed, that had rhythm, it was smooth. All the moves were difficult. I disagree with them. I give them a 10. And for a first mark, for a first skate, I would also give her a 10 for that too, because she's technically one of the hardest, best skaters in the show. So there you go.
Wow. I've never seen him that angry, and I've never seen him say that about the judges.
No, I mean, he needn't worry, actually. I'm pretty sure that JG's kind of comments towards her performance every week is kind of giving her more votes than it's actually costing her anyway. You know, in, like, completely different show, but X Factor, when you've got the novelty acts that are being kept in all the time by the fact that Simon Cowell always expresses such disapproval. I'm pretty sure that it's exactly the same in this competition as well. But she is technically incredible. She did deserve better marks, and she deserves her place in the final. She could quite easily win this.
Can we look forward to next week's final? What can we expect? Could you tell us anything?
Well, I can tell you that Jane and Chris are going to... Well, they've performed the Skating Stars are going to perform their favourite routine, so I think we'll finally see Jai Ho.
Oh, we've seen the costume every week.
Jane and Chris, last ever Bolero on the telly.
Yeah, Phil, you'd make my life and probably quite a few others if you would don a pair of skates and actually get out on the ice. Is it possible? Could it happen?
You know they've never let... Oh, look at that!
Oh, look, he's obviously got some behind-the-scenes footage there.
Oh, there's rehearsals.
How does that get out?
Your favourite leather trousers as well.
The thing is, if the guy on Saturday Night Takeaway can go and do a routine of some description, then you can. But the thing is, I know that you would probably go out there and perform some really good moves. I know you've got it in your locker.
Really?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I
Jeff,
don't
okay,
think so.
thank you. Only 3 can make it to next week's big final, so someone had to go, and this week it was the turn, sadly, of Sam Atwater.
This was some of the best partnering I have seen from you two.
I loved that lift. That was so beautiful.
I'm saving Ray.
I'm saving Ray.
I'm saving Ray.
But it has to be Ray to the final.